mama.
Bacon cream pies in your mom's eyes. Bacon cream pies all the time.
Anybody see my shoe?
I hate tomatoes, but I love ketchup.
Can't find it. I'm
That's
looking
just
everywhere.
a thing, and it's not even true.
Please, I have to drive
I
home.
think about you, and I have to say,
Have an edible
it was
earlier.
hard to leave you
I think I'm
alone.
gonna shit my pants.
Please, God, help me leave you alone. Hey, this is part 2, episode 42. And
Yeah,
that is the meaning of life, baby.
something like that. Yeah,
42, right?
that's how many.
Life.
What is it? The chromosomes?
What? No, I don't
You
know.
don't have 26 pairs?
No. No. I thought it was 21.
Is it 42? Yeah, so it's
Oh,
42.
yeah, it's 42. Hey.
Hey,
The meaning of life.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know how to count.
I don't know. Me either. But yeah, hey, we're out here at Oklahoma City Pop Culture Con.
And apparently also HorrorCon.
Slash HorrorCon, yeah. And we're interviewing the passerbys, but also just running the podcast.
Yeah, just vibing.
Just
I
vibing.
just picked up these really cool little dragon and axolotl, and it was from the Gambits gaming thing.
Sure, yeah, Gambit's.
That dude was really cool.
I guess, what is he saying? He has a bar?
No, it's not a bar. It's a nerd shop.
Oh, it's a nerd shop, and he has, like, people
Yeah,
show up.
and they're gonna try and do an arcade in the bottom, in the
Right
basement.
on, that's cool.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna have drinking there, but if they don't, I would love that because then I could take Gideon to an arcade and it
Yeah.
not be the one at DZ Comic.
Yeah.
Also, like, who goes to Flashbacks and pays $30 for a drink? You know, what's going
Well,
on,
you
man?
can pay, like,
Hey, I thought I'd come over and say hello. I like to say hello to my neighbors, and I haven't said hello to you guys
right
yet.
on.
Howdy. Name's
Pop a
Christian.
seat.
I'm Steven.
Steven, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So what do you got going over there?
I am a psychic. I do tarot card readings.
Awesome. My wife grew up as a Wiccan. And,
Oh, yeah?
she has a massive collection of tarot cards.
Wow.
I'll tell you what, I've never done one. You think that you could do one at this table?
Sure, I'll do it. I'll give you a sample. Why not?
All right, let's do it, man.
Let me go grab my cards.
All right,
Well,
let's do one live on the pod. I don't know. Have you ever done one?
I gotta do them with Lex.
All right, let's see it. He's gonna be like your horrible sad man.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You never know what they're gonna say on the cards.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
I don't.
I love your Ganesha shirt.
Oh yeah, awesome. Thank
Absolutely love it. And I love that your wife grew up as a Wiccan. It's very rare to meet someone that actually grew up as pagan. Usually they come to the path as adults or as teenagers. So
And that was
that's really
myself. You know, I grew up in a very Baptist family.
Sure.
And horrible experiences. You know. But that's how it goes.
That is very true. Baptists will do that to you.
Yeah.
Every time.
Dude.
So, have you ever had a reading done before?
Never.
No. Okay. I always tell newbies there's nothing to be afraid of, first of all.
Okay.
The future is not set in stone. Whatever choices we make today or we choose to not make today create our tomorrows. The best that I or any other psychic can do for you is say, if you continue on the same path, this is pretty much what you can expect the outcome to be. If you change paths at any time, you immediately change the cards. So
Right.
I'm very big on free will and making your own destiny. So if what I say to you today resonates with you, great, take it, use it, go with God. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's okay too. Maybe at some point it will. Just put it in your back pocket and live your best life anyway. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Okay, so I chose the Marvel deck for you. And they're actually oracle cards. They're not traditional tarot cards.
Okay.
But in my mind, the only difference between a tarot card and an oracle card is oracle cards actually tell you what the card means on the card itself. And tarot decks, you have to be a little bit more intuitive about it. So, is there anything specific on your mind that you'd like to talk about?
Does it matter if I don't have anything?
Doesn't matter at all.
Yeah, let's just go with nothing.
Okay, then we will do a cold reading for you.
Dude, I don't know.
It's fine. You don't have to know. And in fact, when my clients don't know, I always say, okay, we're going to do a tell me what I need to know. Because when you ask, tell me what I need to know, the universe is like, great, you need to know this, 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 and this. So you're actually allowing the universe to speak more freely instead of saying, I really want to know about this podcast. But what if the universe wants to tell you something different?
I gotcha.
You know?
Yeah.
So
I like that.
you actually did it right.
Awesome. Yeah. Fuck you.
I'm just messing with you anyways.
All right, so let's turn over a few cards here. These are sticky.
I'm scared, honestly.
Don't be afraid. Ms. Marvel, I am part of something bigger. Loki. Care to discover your glorious purpose. And finally, we have Black Panther. Wear the crown with honor. Okay. The first thing that I'm getting from all of this, and we'll dive into each card individually, but the first thing that I'm getting from this is that you think too small for yourself.
Okay.
Okay. This is a live podcast, right?
It's not live. We're gonna.
Yeah, we're gonna clean it up later.
Yeah.
Okay, we may delve into something that you were like, we need to cut this shit out.
Okay. Yeah,
So
that's cool.
just be aware that I might say some shit that you might want to cut out, or you may be like, fuck it, keep it in.
Sure.
So, okay. So you think too small. And this might be a life lesson for you, because I feel like maybe you have all of these things running through your head, like, I'm not good enough, I'm not tall enough, I'm not short enough, I'm not skinny enough, I'm not fat enough, I'm not enough. Because you have been trained and conditioned that is true, even though it's not. It has kept you from a lot of greatness. I say this all the time. We hold ourselves back from greatness. So as we delve into Loki, Loki is the heart of the matter. He's the middle card. Care to find out what your glorious purpose is. I'm getting from that particular card that you're not quite sure yet what it is that you really want out of your life. And that's okay. You know, it's not necessarily about the destination, it's about the journey. Loki is the god of stories, as the MCU will tell us nowadays.
Right.
And so we're creating our own story as we go along, so that you don't know what the end result needs to be is 100% okay. You don't have to know right now. Do what makes you happy. And as you do more of what makes you happy, that glorious purpose will come more into focus for you. As you are creating your glorious purpose, see what good and positive impact you can be for other people. I am part of something bigger. This is giving me very much charity vibes. It's giving me a life of service. This is giving me, in order for me to feel fulfilled, I need to be able to say at the end of the day, I helped somebody. And however that help comes, I mean, entertainment helps people. I mean, you guys know and have heard, if you're fans of podcasts, how people will write into podcasts and say thank you for, getting me through this shit,
Right.
So even this is of good and positive service to people. So I encourage you to make that your focus as you are trying to find out what your glorious purpose is. Regardless of what it is, make sure that it has service in it, and that will make you feel the most fulfilled. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. And finally, we have the Black Panther. Wear the crown with honor. You are a badass motherfucker.
Right on.
You need to walk with your balls out like you are a badass motherfucker.
Okay.
What I'm getting from this card is because you don't know your own strength, because you're not fully aware of your own worth right now, you allow at times other people to dictate those things for you. I encourage you going forward to walk with your balls out and say, I'm a badass motherfucker. I can do whatever the fuck I want to because I have it in me. Live in that truth. Walk and be in that truth. The quicker that you learn that, the quicker that it will come to pass that people can't fuck with you. Walk with your balls out.
Right on.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I'm getting. Does all of that make sense to you?
Yeah, actually resonates.
Okay, good. Do you have any questions about what we just covered?
No, not really.
Okay. That's a little taste of what I do all the time.
Right on.
Yeah.
That's cool. I've never had one of those, so that's actually
Yeah, that
really
was
cool.
awesome. Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much for letting us experience that.
No problem. Is it cool if I plug?
Absolutely. I was going to say, if you
Oh,
want to
yeah,
tell
definitely.
people where they can find you. And
Okay, sure. The name of my business is The Traveling Tarot, travelingtarot.com, The Traveling Tarot on Facebook and Instagram, Tarot_Traveler on Twitter, or X, however you want to say it nowadays. Travelingtarot.com is where you can book your appointment with me.
awesome.
Thank
Yeah,
you, guys.
go get it checked out
Yeah.
for sure. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
All right, have a good one.
You too.
It's been a pleasure.
All right.
Wow, what do you think about that?
It's not for me to
Is it
think about.
similar to what you've experienced?
Yeah. I've had the first time I had one. It was a girl in high school who didn't know what she was doing, and she pulled the death card on me, and I got fucking mortified for like a month that I was gonna die.
Oh, really? That's
ye-
what it is? The death card, and then she's just like, "You're gonna die."
Yeah, that was the first one she pulled. Yeah, so she was like,
"Wow! Oh, you're gonna die tomorrow."
Yeah, but I've talked to Lex, and it's like, that's because that's what she wanted to believe. It's all about the person who's doing it and their attunement with their deck and all of that, right? Like, they have a special bond. It's like it's goofy, but think about it like a magic deck. You like you have special.
I feel like some of that information was sort of generalized that you could get away with it with a lot of people. But
Hey, man.
I mean, I've definitely in the past been like, oh yeah, I need to stop people from walking all over me and stuff like that. I mean, and he hit that,
Yeah.
It's kind of wild.
Look, man.
So
I
for
mean,
a second there, I was kind of blown away, and then I kind of like brought myself to reality, thinking, hey, a lot of people have these same issues, so it's like you could get away with just saying.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Hey, man. Their job is to tell you what you need to hear.
It's pretty cool. You want to hang out?
Yeah. Come
All
on,
right.
man. What's going on?
What's up, man?
Not much. Are you here for the horror con or the pop culture con?
Bit of both. I'd
Wicked,
say.
man.
Right
Yeah.
on.
The pop one was pretty cool. That's pretty cool, Still waiting on Peter Dante. I don't know if he's still here. Did he maybe leave? He's not coming on Sunday.
Oh, wow.
I didn't see him, so I don't
I
know.
didn't see him either.
I didn't see him yesterday.
Oh, dang. Well, Billy's here. That's exciting.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, man. I really don't know anybody that's here, except for Danhausen. I know that. but-
Yeah. We got anybody from the HorrorCon? Anybody famous today?
I don't know, man.
No.
The one guy that you said that I wanted to get him on here and get him to say like I got a wooden spoon. I thought that would be funny.
I wanted to how PG can we get to this?
Oh, you're way good.
Oh,
We
man,
can say
because, like,
anything you want.
I seen the water boy. I wanted him to say needle dick.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I know, it'd be hilarious.
I'm like, Jesus Christ, man.
Bro,
This guy's-
I just want to smoke with the guy. I watched him smoke with a chimpanzee, and I was like, man, that looks like fun.
probably does.
Dude,
I'm pretty
yeah.
sure he's a good time when he's wasted.
Yeah,
Oh,
honestly,
yeah.
though, I want to ask him what it was like working with Adam Sandler. Because, like,
See, I kind of do, but I feel like he kind of gets tired of that shit. I'm like,
Yeah,
man,
I'm sure,
like I don't want to live in his shadow.
I mean, yeah, and that sucks too, because it's like his whole identity, which sucks. Because
dude,
like
that's
I
what
don't know
you
any
get
other
for being
movies.
famous, okay?
Yeah.
That's the burden to bear.
Exactly,
Okay.
especially if your best friend is like a million, like a star, like a huge
Yeah.
star.
I think it's awesome that Adam Sandler brought everybody up with him, though. I mean, dude, he's had the same guys in like every movie, and it's just a bunch of his buddies.
Hell yeah, dude! Like that's like security right there. I wish I had a buddy like that. Like
I know,
it
right?
just gets me
Yeah.
through life. Like, hey, you want to
Yeah.
be in a movie, make millions? Hell yeah!
Yeah, exactly. He's like, hey man, I know it's been a couple of years. You want to do one again, and then you can take a break again for a couple of years, and then we'll do one again. And it's got to be
And then
sick.
we'll do some really shitty ones on Netflix.
Oh yeah, you know,
But they probably still get paid.
Oh, yeah.
Loads
they
of money,
definitely
man.
get paid loads.
I think they probably get paid more. I've heard that with the streaming services, a lot of them get paid more than they would at like studios.
Yeah, they probably do.
Dude, are you good at basketball?
Hell no, man. You
Ah.
do I look like an athlete to you, man?
Hey, man, do you
Yeah.
think that you could beat Adam Sandler?
Oh, of course not.
No.
Dude, he's
Not even-
phenomenal.
Well, then again, he's like what 60 almost.
Yeah,
He's
Maybe.
old. He's old, but like I've seen some recent stuff where he's out on the courts just balling, man.
Yeah, man, the guy's been playing with like Justin Bieber and shit. But me and him are like the same age, me and Justin. So it's like, what am I doing wrong? You know what I mean?
yeah. I feel that, dude. I'm almost 30, and I'm like, fuck, dude. Fat. My body aches.
Dude, I'm going one-on-one with the Undertaker. If I don't beat Adam Sandler tonight.
Does this
in a
guy
ball
not
game.
look like he could be one of Brock Lesnar's kids?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, dude, straight up.
What do you know about Chris Benoit?
Chris Benoit.
Benoit?
Yeah.
Benoit. Oh, Chris Benoit.
Yeah, Chris
Well,
Benoit.
I know about him.
Yeah.
Man,
Did you know that he murdered his
Oh,
entire
yeah.
family? Okay.
of course I know that. Who doesn't know that shit, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Good
Wild.
guy. What do you think about that? You think you're into that stuff or what?
Well, I think well, shit, man. Like, if I took that many bumps to the head, I'd probably lose it too.
Dude, I know. And now, like, all this other stuff that's coming out about Vince McMahon on top of, I mean, obviously we knew he was pushing steroids on these guys for years, you know, and just now he's the. Did you hear
Well,
about,
there
hear
you
about
go.
the shit?
Like, that's the beauty of Vince McMahon. You know, like, art imitates life.
You know,
You know what I mean?
every time something bad happens, me and him are like, this is the most Vince McMahon shit that's ever
Yeah,
happened.
you play an evil billionaire for hundreds of like years and years, and eventually you're gonna wind up an evil billionaire.
Yeah.
But you know, he had the money. He has the
He
money.
built
I
an
guess,
empire.
yeah, I guess you can do anything you want.
Yeah.
Well, they caught him, so he did get away with it for. I mean, he's so old now. Does it really matter?
But you think that woman's gonna get like in trouble? You know, she breached the contract. Like, hey, you can't do this.
No,
man.
no. I think that she might have to pay the money back legally, but I think that she's going to get rewarded so much more money out of this that it's going to offset and it's not going to matter.
Yeah.
Like she's going to lose. He only paid her $1 million, so she's going to have to pay that back for breaching it. But he's probably looking at something close to the $100 million settlement off of this. Like, this is a pretty big case, very high profile.
Oh, for
And
sure.
judges love to get big numbers for stuff like that because then they go down in history as the judge that fucking squeezed $100 million out of Vince McMahon.
Dude.
Are you kidding me?
Does a judge get commission?
I don't think so.
That would be ridiculous.
That should be how it works.
That'd be pretty fucked up, man.
Hey,
Well, then maybe they do. That's why the legal system's so fucked up sometimes.
There-
they definitely get kickbacks, 100%.
Yeah.
It has to be, yeah.
Dude, we used to
And
live
bribes, right?
we used to live in this little town in Georgia called Valdosta, and there's this family called Langdales, and they owned everything in the town. They owned the car lots, they owned the lumber mill, they owned all the stores, like the grocery stores and shit, and they owned the police in a big way. And it
Oh,
was
dude.
like obvious.
Yeah, that's how it is back home. We're back home in like South Texas, Laredo. It's all politics. Everything's politics.
Oh, yeah.
Like, hey, did you hear about this guy got promoted to sheriff? Oh, who's he related to?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
He's, yeah.
Man, the
Stuff.
downfalls of our system, it's fucking pathetic.
Yeah, that's why I just want to live. I just want to be in peace, man. Just let me go to work, even though it sucks sometimes. But I make my money, go home, jerk off. That's it.
Same, dude.
What else can you guys do?
Yeah, I know.
Eat some groceries.
Beating off, America's favorite pastime. Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta keep that.
Hey, man, my psych said it's perfectly normal, okay?
Close.
No, but it kind of like in today's society, like you see all these women on Instagram and like OnlyFans, like doing
Can't get away
lonely
from
men
it.
a favor.
Yeah.
It's like
It's
Hey,
one
a
of-
favor, man. That's like, dude. Porn though is like a drug, though, man.
oh for sure.
You can't be.
It's addictive.
It's bad though.
It's free.
You know what I'm
That's what's so
saying?
scary. It's free and it's so
Well,
highly accessible.
Yeah, but now they've got it with the OnlyFans. They got it paid, so and it's like
Yeah, but if you're paying for it, it's your own fault.
there's
I have not
something-
seen one
there's
single
something
woman where I've been
subliminal,
like,
though.
I
It's
think-
like you pay for it and it's like better.
I think it was more of out of like it used to be better back in the day when we didn't have all this technology because like it was the thrill of not getting caught.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
go to the seat, you gotta hide in the bathroom or something. Like, why are you taking so long?
oh yeah, no, dude, I'm waiting for the shower to get hot.
Yeah.
There's like steam coming out of the fucking door.
But now it's like instant access, and you're just like, oh, like whenever I want.
Hey, I'm in the
Yeah.
Walmart, but I'm gonna go take a shit real quick.
I'll tell you what though, OnlyFans is like it's like if you were to go on like a porn website and look up amateur.
I know. I think the only appeal of it is that it's people you know. But then there's something about that just makes me feel very uneasy.
Yeah, so dude, I don't know, but anyway, the whole that
I think-
stuff you gotta stay away from it, man. The whole thing,
Yeah,
I hate it.
Yeah, quit
Oh, for
beating
sure.
off, man.
Oh, for sure.
Quit, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Come to
Like, I'd never chop off my dick or anything, but I'd probably restrict my
No.
hands,
Eunuch,
Like,
nah,
if
it's
there was
not
a
for
time
me.
capsule for my penis, I'd probably buy it and be like, all right, hey.
Yeah, dude, pull it back out when you're 70.
Yeah, exactly. Like, hey, don't touch this for a while, man. Like, but how, like,
Dude, this is a venue and it has children. Okay.
That's fine. See, where were all these people with the crazy costumes yesterday? This is whack. Dude, that's sick.
whoa, check it out.
It's
That's
like
creeping me
Dark
out,
Crystal
dude,
and
honestly.
Furby.
That's
I
so
love
cool.
I'm
like
actually kind of
labyrinth.
scared.
it. Yeah, it's sick.
I mean, the Furby one's not that bad, but move your head like a bird. I hate birds, man.
You don't like birds?
I'll cry,
Dude, if you grew up Mexican like I did, you would be freaking out because there's like the legend of the those giant birds. That
Yo,
Oh, like the
shit, for
chupacabras
real?
and shit?
yeah, like the owls. The
Do
owls.
you actually know the legend? Like, could you
Yeah,
recite
like
it?
basically the owls, like owls in general are witches. Like,
Jeez, dude.
and
And
they-
like, what it would they?
Is
like,
it Upia?
Like cast spells or what?
No. So it's like they're like witches that turn into like owls just to hunt. And like
Oh, weird.
there's for some reason like there's this myth that if an owl lands like around you, like you're almost like it's your time to go. Like you're gonna die.
Have you ever read the Jurassic Park novel by any chance?
No.
Okay, in the beginning of it, they're in Costa Rica, and there's a legend of a thing called an upia, and it's exactly what you're describing, except for it preys on babies.
Oh, okay.
And it ends up being a small dinosaur that escaped from Jurassic Park, but it's cool. Very cool myth.
Yeah, it's something like that. Like they'll just transform into
Yeah.
like from human to. That's why some of them like kind of look humanish. Like
You-
there's pictures of like
Yeah.
some owls that look humanish.
You
and
ever
it's
seen them when they're
whoa.
like plucked?
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's like ooh.
Yeah. We're not meant to see that. My eyes weren't.
I feel like birds are like mechanical. They move their heads like, and then
Yeah,
their
birds aren't
feet are,
real.
like,
Birds aren't
straight.
real. It's drones.
Yeah, it's all the government, man.
What is that?
It's the government,
I hate it.
man.
Anyway, thanks for
But,
coming on.
dude,
Absolutely.
yeah. Awesome, engaging conversation. Thank you, sir.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Needle dick.
Oh.
Come on in and stick your butt on the seat and talk to us.
Yeah. Come talk to us.
Hey, we got fellow podcaster on here. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's John. How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Man, I'm living the dream. I'm just vibing right now.
Used to read Word Up magazine.
Oh, yeah.
I always say living the dream. I used to be in the Air Force, and they're like, "What are you doing? Living the dream."
Oh, yeah. That's
Yes,
Billy
sir.
over here.
What's that?
I was in the Air Force
Oh
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. What AFC?
I was
AFSC?
doing weapons.
weapons.
Yeah, 2W1.
Where were you stationed?
Moody Air Force Base in
Moody.
Georgia.
Georgia Moody.
Yeah.
That's actually where we met. I lived in Valdosta.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. What brings you out to Oklahoma?
This is where
Oh, you okay? Okay.
Yeah. We were in a band, so I came out with him.
Yeah. What instruments?
I played bass for that one, but I play a bunch of stuff.
Dope.
drummer.
Dope. Y'all still play now?
Yeah, we still do some stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
We jam. We write songs for like we did one for a Ford dealership that we did. Other podcasts, stuff like that. And, we just make goofy little songs, or sometimes a little bit more serious stuff. We're starting to get into sound production
Okay.
because we actually have quite a bit of gear.
Yeah.
Yeah. So talking about that, what kind of gear do you have?
Dog, I just have a Wave 3 mic. It's professional. I'm trying to get with this veterans. It's called Military Podcast Radio, NPR, and it's allowing veterans to share their voice. And he's instructed me to do like 5 15-minute sessions, just speaking random topics into a mic, just to get familiar with your voice.
Can I get you to cut up just a little bit more? I'm sorry.
What's that?
A little bit more up on the mic.
Oh yeah. To get used to your voice, to get used to all that kind of stuff. So I did my first one, and 15 minutes is a long damn time. To me,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Just to talk to yourself.
Yeah.
So my topic of choice would be just addiction to any kind of drug. Mine was alcohol, over 20 plus years, and I'm sober 5 years now.
Hey man,
And
congrats.
Thank you, I
I
appreciate
mean,
it.
that's what took my dad from me. So
Yeah, it's so important to try to help people, because it all begins with yourself. You're the only one who can quit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But anyways, so becoming sober, I know I can do whatever the fuck I want, and I'm gonna do whatever I want.
Right.
And this is one of the things I'm gonna do, and I just keep seeing different signs of me going that path, and this is one of them. So
That's awesome.
I
hell
just
yeah, dude.
Any advice?
Yeah. Well, for me, podcasting, I mean, we've been friends for so long, so that's kind of just, we say funny stuff together, and kind of one day we were just like, hey, what if we recorded this? So that's kind of what, and so after doing it for a while,
Yeah, because we're on pod 42.
yeah, this is
Oh.
episode 42 here.
Okay.
But after doing it for a while, I would say, like, the more natural you can be on the mic,
Yeah.
the better.
Yeah.
So if you're all scripted out, which is good, right? Because
Bullet statements.
especially if you're like by yourself, you're gonna have to like write out what you want in order.
Right.
But what I would do is probably just outline
Mm-hmm.
and don't write down the exact words, because then you're just reading. You're just reading something on a mic, and it's not gonna engage
It's
with
not
the
natural.
viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would try to be as natural as possible. That's kind of my advice there.
Okay.
I think my biggest one would be about the gear. That's really kind of what I enjoy about everything that we do. And I'll tell you, don't let cheap gear hold you back. Because the microphones that we've been using for almost a year cost him $6 a piece about 10 years ago.
Right.
And I can tell you that the mic that you're talking into right now is a replica of a $120 microphone. It's made by Behringer, but it is identically the same inside. All of the components measure the same.
Right.
And these are better than that microphone. And the program that I use, I got for free. I use Reaper.
Mm-hmm.
It's a phenomenal program. Whenever we're done, I'll give you a peek over here. I'll show you. It does a really nice job. I have 3 tracks going right now, and it shows me the peaks while we talk, and that makes it super easy for editing. So if you have like a cough, like if I'm like, I have a huge peak in here. So when I'm watching it back, I'll know I can cut that out. And stuff like that just little stuff like that will make your audio quality better than some of the biggest podcasts that are on streams right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of people, on that route, a lot of people are using like whatever podcast software. Not us. So we're using DAWs and stuff like for recording music, and that's, I feel like, is a big deal of why our podcast sounds better.
It sounds because our audio sounds really crisp, and a lot of it is. I mean, we do have a very nice interface under the table, and I will say that the one item that you probably should spend money on is the interface. That's
Okay.
going to be your most important, because it's basically the amplifier for your voice.
Yeah.
So you got to think about it like a guitar amp. You can get a cheap one, and maybe it'll get a little bit dirtier, a little bit grungier at lower volumes, and then that'll really hold you back with your audio quality. So a good interface, cheap microphones, cheap cables, that's fine. And free, you can find free audio software. I highly suggest Reaper.
Okay, Reaper.
Reaper's amazing.
After you finish your podcast, you said editing. How long does it usually take for you guys to put out the show?
We
Or
do
depends
a
on-
week So we'll record on Mondays and then release the next Monday. And that's just how we've been doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But if we wanted to pump them out, we could do it a couple of days.
Right.
Probably.
I like how audio is obviously important because you got to get the message out. But you guys being musicians, I bet it's even more important.
Yeah.
I have
definitely.
been doing the audio editing for about 6 years now. Not just the podcast, but like recording myself, recording other people, and I still hate everything I do. I'm never satisfied with the product. But they say that's a musician's curse, and I will say that it takes me about 20 minutes it takes me an hour for every 20 minutes of audio. But when we first started this, it was taking me like an hour for every 5 to 10 minutes, just because I learned tricks along the way, like noise gates. I could put in noise gates that will keep anything that's kind of like a quiet noise, like there's a fan rattling in the background or something. I don't have to go in there and isolate the sound and try and erase it anymore.
Right.
I've learned the tools, and all of that is it's easily accessible on YouTube. That's why, again, I suggest Reaper, because there's everything you could ever need on it is on YouTube. You can find amazing walkthroughs.
Yeah. Who do you guys? Who influenced y'all? I mean, you guys. When you said about being friends and just easy to communicate, I thought of Shane and Matt McCusker and Shane Gillis.
Oh, yeah.
They have a great podcast because they're friends and they just shoot the shit.
Yeah.
So
that's the thing. Yeah. I like the Always Friday podcast. They're great. And then, I do a podcast for my dad. He's like on the Sports Animal.
Okay.
For some stuff, and I kind of do that one myself, but that's why I learn what I'm doing as opposed to what they're doing, and like what's better and what's not.
Right.
That's kind of what I was trying to get to you, because he's very new at it.
Yeah.
So just watching him and saying, yeah, you should do this, it would work out better for you. So that's kind of what I was trying to give you.
Gotcha. Well, cool, man. I think this is awesome that you guys are doing this.
Dude, yeah, I appreciate
especially
it.
this booth. You have people coming through. You're going to get followers, subscribers, and they're going to say, hey, I'm on here. Listen to my voice.
Oh, yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Is it just strictly audio, or do you guys do the video as well?
So we do video on almost all of the podcasts that we've done. We've done video, but this one's just going to be audio. It's our first time doing like a live session with.
How'd it go yesterday?
It was great. We
Yeah.
We had 6 people.
At first, I was like, this was a mistake, right? Because nobody was coming up. But a lot of people have showed up recently, so I think it's good.
Yeah, it was cool. Yesterday we actually ended up with a line. We had 2 people waiting to get on, so it was cool.
It was packed.
Hey, man, everyone counts. And that's the thing.
It only starts with one, yeah.
And the thing is that you'll see 50 views, right? And you're like, man, that's not a lot. But I want you got to always sit there and try to imagine standing in front of 50 people and having them listen to you talk.
Exactly.
That is a lot of people.
Exactly.
You know?
You have to prepare for that,
Yeah.
but people look at numbers these days and just like you just, 50 people's huge. And if you
Yeah.
get to one person for a message,
Absolutely.
you did your job.
I know, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Thank you for letting me try this out, guys.
Yeah,
For
awesome,
sure, man.
Nice
All
to
right.
meet you.
Believe it.
Thank you,
Do you guys have a card or
Yeah, so here's the
Oh.
card.
PP man? Cool. All right. Keep it gangster.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just started a Resident Evil 2 playthrough with my son. He's getting big into zombies. He's 4, but he's not really scared of. I got the remake of 2 on the Xbox, and we've been playing as Leon. But that's just because I'm scared. I think it's unfair. And in order to play Claire, you have to get reduced ammunition capacity. You go down to 5. It's wild.
See, my nephew was the one that was into the games.
Mm-hmm.
I was into all the movies. I can watch those movies once a month just because I just
Yeah.
feel like watching it.
Mila Jovovich is amazing in them.
Oh, I know.
It's-
She's one of the reasons I loved watching it, because I got exposed to her, of course, off of Fifth Element.
Mm-hmm.
And then her own daughter is in the Black Widow.
Yeah,
as-
she looks just like her.
And she has a child that's not even 10 yet,
Yeah.
because she had a baby late. Because
Yeah.
I was following her for a while, and then she just stopped using her online stuff. So I was like,
Good for her.
But yeah, her own daughter is going out into the acting field and stuff. But they had to keep it hush hush, but during the filming.
Yeah.
And when she could finally announce it, it was hilarious.
Yeah, because who's her dad? He's a big. Is it Joss Whedon? It's somebody like that. Some big
I'm not
director.
sure. Whenever she would show pictures on her Instagram, she hardly would show the spouse. It was usually just her and the kids.
It's
that
Paul Anderson. He's a huge director. He did a lot of the Resident Evil movies.
And I said, I just love watching the Resident Evil because of all the fight scenes. And
Oh yeah. Have you ever been to Roswell? No. Oh my God, you need to go. If you're into the sci-fi space thing, it's a fun place.
Yeah, I'm an Air Force brat, so I've been to so many different places, but that's one I haven't been. I've been to England and Germany.
Oh.
Oh, I'd love to go to New Zealand.
Yeah.
That's on my bucket list of if I was a millionaire, where would I go? Well, when I was in Germany, the things that I learned versus what they teach in the history books, I'm also a substitute teacher. I actually looked at some of the school books and I'm like, there's a bunch of stuff missing out of here. I mean, you can actually go to the museum that's not far from here, a military museum, and what they have about Germany and Berlin and stuff, that's pretty accurate. I mean, that's an amazing place to learn about all the different wars. Have y'all seen any of the NCISs?
Yes,
Well,
I've
there's
seen.
the New Orleans one with Scott Bakula, and one of the actors had the Star Trek song on his phone,
Oh.
Nice.
and it was hilarious because as soon as I heard the Star Trek, I was like, "That's a little Easter egg inside of NCIS New Orleans."
Yeah,
I was
that's
cracking
awesome.
up. I like finding Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like there used to be a show that was like War of the Worlds. It was actually a War of the Worlds TV series a long time ago. But one of the actors that was on it was on Without a Trace, and they even did a homage to his show, where one of the guys that they were trying to find had foil and stuff on everything, and I knew that was picking on him.
I love that. It's like almost like a fourth wall break. You know, those little tiny bits and pieces where that they show you the metaverse, you know, through the lens that they're in, and I think that's really cool. I mean, obviously, you know, now modern, you know, like Deadpool really kind of knocked it out. Everybody knows about it now. You even see it in stuff like the Sonic movies. In the Sonic movie, Sonic will turn to the camera and he's all like, "Can you really believe this guy?"
Oh yeah.
I love.
Oh yeah. The fourth wall. That's man. Emperor's New Groove.
Oh yeah, Emperor's New Groove, another one that's really good
Yeah,
at
when I
that.
finally watched that, I was cracking up laughing, and now you can see any kind of reference regarding that old lady. I was like, what are they going to use her for? Because they like to make all kinds of meme jokes with her character. And
Poor Yzma.
and the fact that the one off of Roseanne plays the voice of the dad.
John Goodman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He plays that voice, and I knew it was his voice.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people, I can see somebody in a costume, especially Star Trek. I'm like, I know who's under that. I know who's under that. But when we had HorrorCon, the guy that's Wishmaster character, the main creature, the main demon-looking thing on Wishmaster, I didn't know a certain actor that was here was him. And I told him, I said, I didn't know that was you. He goes, that's the best compliment you can give an actor, to not know who is under those huge costumes.
Oh wow.
That's what he said to me. I was like, well, thank you. And then when we had Holiday of Horror, I went up to Reza in my whole outfit because I look like a, what's the word? Circus, the circus, main circus person, circus master. I was dressed up
Like
as
a
that.
jester? Or?
No, the one that does the announcing, him.
The ringmaster.
The Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
I was that, but I had a skeletal face.
Okay.
Nice.
And Reza didn't realize it was me till I started talking. And I told him, that's actually a good thing. Because he did to me what that one actor said. And I was like, that's so cool. I love the guys that run this place. The whole family, Rod and Reza's whole family are amazing people.
Right.
'Cause
All right. It was awesome meeting you.
He said, my name's Michelle Smith,
Awesome.
Michelle.
and I'm also known as Shelley Luna Cosplay.
Nice.
Right on.
So,
Christian, it's a pleasure to meet you.
and maybe I'll see y'all at the other conventions.
Hopefully, yeah. We've had a lot of fun.
Bacon cream pies in your mom's eyes. Bacon cream pies all the time.
See my shoe.
I hate tomatoes, but I love ketchup.
Can't find it. I'm
That's
looking
just a
everywhere.
thing, and it's not even true.
Please, I have to drive home.
I have to say,
I have an edible
it was
earlier.
hard to leave you alone.
I think I'm gonna shit my pants.
Please, God, help